I kind of like Thomas a little bit because it's like a little bit more of a name for somebody who's grown up, but I still get called Tommy a lot too, so. I remember I really liked playing baseball as a kid. When everything was going together and I didn't have an injury or something, I just felt like the sky was the limit. That was pretty much what my whole life was back then. It was around my freshman year. When I was driving, I saw all these lightning that I kind of thought was striking right close to me. I could always hear my dad and my mom like upset. I heard voices of them kind of telling me that I was doing bad, and it was kind of hard to concentrate when there was so much going on inside. And that's where things kind of just spiraled downward from there.
This picture. This is my favorite picture because we went to this batting cage that was in a cow field. I said, I'll give you $100 if you can hit the ball in the batting cage into the trash can. 5 pitches later, I had to pay $100. He was a good hitter. He followed me around the house one time and he was telling me I needed to be careful, I couldn't go to work, something bad was going to happen to me. It scared the hell out of me.
Within 2 years, Thomas was diagnosed with schizophrenia. It's a psychotic disorder, which means it affects a person's sense of reality. In the US, about 100,000 young people experience psychosis every year. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, most go at least a year, and many go for several before getting the help they need.
They would release him, and other than guessing medications, there really wasn't significant treatment.
The longer someone goes without treatment, the worse the outcomes. On average, people living with psychotic disorders die 25 years younger than the general population. Up to 10% die by suicide.
This is, I think, when we were moving him home. I'm a lawyer, I understand reading documents. I have no idea how someone with mental illness who didn't have resources or didn't have someone else helping them specifically, how they would figure out anything to get in the system. All right, you ready? And even when you're in the system, the type of help that you get is lacking. Tommy gets benefits of $331 a month, which wouldn't even pay for a place to live. The tragedy of this whole thing is if you don't have resources, you're not going to get help.
After seeking treatment at multiple facilities in Arizona and California, Thomas's family found out about a place called IMHR Epicenter in downtown Phoenix.
IMHR Epicenter, this is Stephanie. How can I help you? Okay. Number one priority is you feel better, okay? And I will let them know. All right?
Hey, Steph. Can I talk to you a second about coverage?
Yes, ma'am.
The Early Psychosis Intervention Center, or Epicenter, is based on a model first developed and still active at the University of Arizona.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
The model addresses all the facets of a person's life, from family relationships to job skills, that are affected by psychosis.
And their last appointment would be at 5. And
This model was founded on the fact that if you can get in early and you can provide this menu of services all at the same time and really support the person who's experiencing psychosis, you can actually manage those symptoms and re-enter your everyday life much quicker.
Okay, but we can talk about it.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Instead of reacting, let's be proactive and get somebody healthy as quickly as possible.
Everything about Phoenix's Epicenter is tailored toward engaging young people in treatment, including how it looks. The clinic asked youth who are living with mental illness to help design the space.
And they literally said it needs to be bright colors, and it needs to be young and youthful and have energy and look like a place that is alive.
Hi.
Do you mind signing this really quick?
Sure. All right.
Did you see the date?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
3 celebrities you'd want to go on a road trip with.
Mario Lopez, Ryan Gosling, George Clooney.
Along with counseling and medications, clients can work with a vocational rehabilitation counselor to get back to work or school, attend peer or family groups to find support during treatment, or meet with a peer support specialist who has firsthand experience living with mental illness.
So that it's just this whole holistic approach to health. We are addressing every part of this person's well-being. And I think that's what makes it different.
I think we did the simple choice auditory.
Yeah.
Is that the last one we did? Do you remember?
Epicenter combines that holistic approach with cognitive remediation. It's a computer-based training that sharpens attention, memory, and processing of things you see or hear. All of those abilities suffer when psychosis goes untreated.
Good.
Yeah.
Thoughts about that?
There was one error, so I could have done better on that one. I tried to guess. I expect better of myself, I guess.
I wonder if sometimes when you don't meet those expectations that you have for yourself, you feel bad. Is that what happens?
Yeah, in some situations.
What would happen if I tell you that you did a great job, even with that?
I would feel good.
Yeah, it's true. You did a great job.
Yeah, thank you.
Data compiled over the past 8 years show that Epicenter's approach works. Yet fewer than 100 clinics like Epicenter exist across the country. Health insurance coverage is one major hurdle. Many insurance companies won't pay for Epicenter services that go beyond conventional treatment.
Yeah, that works.
It really is taking behavioral health and making it manageable, making it known, making it about relationships, and not just this ginormous kind of conveyor belt of treatment. We have a new staff person today. This is the second week in a row we get to welcome a new person. And then all the kudos go up on our kudo board, which is on the clinic side on the wall. Thank you for being such a team player and covering staff as needed. Thank you so much. Good job, Amy.
Amy Jackson was diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder when she was 22 years old. She knows the damage that conveyor belt treatment can do.
It was like, you're 22, your life's over. Haha. And then it was kind of like every door was just, all of them were shut at once. Don't bother with going back to school. Don't bother with having a family. Don't bother with having a career. And it's going to be 10 pills in the morning and 10 pills at night. And that's what your future is. In June, we're going to work on mindfulness and meditation, kind of.
Now, as Epicenter's peer support specialist, she helps others find the hope she once couldn't.
We're there to actually tell them something different. We're there to say, no, your life's not over. You're going to have to work a little harder at some of these things. You're going to have to learn some new skills that you might not have known, but you can still do whatever you want. We just have to find the path that works for you to get you to where you want to be.
He was just accepted at ASU last month. We're very happy about that. That's a great accomplishment. He has a job, part-time. Well, he's just a normal 24-year-old kid.
Studio in downtown Phoenix. KALV-FM Phoenix and HD1.
I'm really glad that I did find Epicenter because it reminds me to believe in people, and then maybe they'll believe in you. Even though we have mental illness, some of us, that doesn't make us any less of a person. I just kind of wanted to let people know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel.